quise. Todos quieren un pedazo de lo que hice. Se gozó sin joder como mamá dice. Mi mamá dice a Miami con un par de cuero, yeah. Lo que quiero es gozar el dinero y nada más. Tres historias, solo un caballero, yeah. Yo no vengo a ronquear, solo vengo pa' contar. Pa' Miami con un par de cuero, yeah. Lo que quiero es gozar el dinero y nada más. Tres historias, solo un caballero, yeah. Yo no vengo a ronquear, solo vengo pa' contar.
So, how did I get from this to this in 1 year? To answer that, we need to take it right back. So, as you guys may or may not be aware, I ruptured my ACL playing football. Why is this important? Because this is where the journey to growth really started. See, before getting into lifting, I was playing football week in, week out. I would have 2 matches a week with my main football team on a Tuesday and Saturday, 2 games for FC Barcelona on a Sunday and a Monday, and then occasionally I would also play 11-a-side on a Sunday morning, so that would mean 2 games in a day. I know what you're thinking, a lot of cardio, right? And that's where the change really started to happen. See, due to the injury, I was unable to do any form of running, cycling, rowing, or just any activity that was mainly cardio and that needed to use my legs. Therefore, the only thing I could do in order to maintain some sort of training level was lift weights. Now, when you was doing as much cardio as I was doing and only using the gym for strength training and core work, it's hard generally to build and hold muscle mass. The training you're doing is predominantly there for performance. So when you're lifting weights in the gym, it's just purely to get stronger and not to bulk up. And with all that cardio, it's insanely hard to bulk up. So when I had the injury and I dedicated everything into lifting, that's when my body started to change. Now you've got the backstory. How did I make this transformation? It's easy for me to say I was doing a lot of cardio and I just then went into lifting weights. That doesn't always necessarily mean you're going to make progress. I think one key thing is that I've always been passionate about bodybuilding, and I've had periods where I've dipped in and out of attempting it at the gym and worked with a lot of people in the past that have a lot of great knowledge. So when it did come to me dedicating everything into lifting, I was really aware of how to connect with my muscles when I was performing each movement. Therefore, on every single lift, I was targeting that muscle and further optimizing my muscle growth. Along with this, I stuck to the simple concept of progressive overload. If you're not sure what that is, let me quickly explain. Progressive overload is simply where every time you go into the gym, you want to be working harder than you did the last time. Whether that's increasing the weight whilst maintaining the correct form and safely, increasing the amount of reps you do, the amount of sets, decreasing the rest time, you can progressively overload yourself in so many different ways. And by doing this, you're stimulating muscle growth. So I was just consistently going harder and harder each time I went to the gym. I was logging each workout so I knew what I did the last time and I knew what I needed to do in the next session in order to improve what I had already done. And I think at this point I need to say that it is incredibly important that you log your workouts. You want to know exactly what you're doing each session and how that compares to the last time, because otherwise you have no data for progression. Yeah, fair enough, you could do it by memory and how you feel and just generally knowing that you're pushing harder. But let's say, for example, you don't know how many reps you did the last time over the course of 4 sets, or you don't know how much rest you took in between each set. Let's say the next time you accidentally rush your rest and you can't get as many reps. You might start thinking that you're going backwards. Therefore, it's important to log everything so you know exactly what you're doing and you have it all structured out. Now, when it came to my diet, if I'm being 100% honest, there wasn't a strict plan in place in terms of I'm going to be having 3,500 calories of these set macros every single day. It wasn't like that. I literally just said to myself, I need to make sure I'm eating. I need to have a protein-rich diet in order to aid in growth and repair. And other than that, it was just mainly about making sure I was getting the food into my system. I was eating as clean as possible. There was obviously the occasional dirty meal, but I didn't want to be one of these people that just had loads of dirty meals all the time because I was using that as my excuse for bulking. I wanted to have the correct balance, but just make sure I was training hard and eating as much as possible. I'm quite a big fan of taking the process nice and slowly, so stimulating muscle growth by progressively overloading myself very gradually, and therefore aiming to build muscle without putting on too much body fat in the process. Therefore, I don't have to go through these extended periods of bulking and cutting where I eat a lot and force feed myself and then have to go into a strict diet. I find this is much more manageable and something I'm more likely to maintain for a long period of time.
never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleepers. I got a queen, she lit me to eat it. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me to snippet. We well overdue for that link up in person. Text me to fall through a murder, she wrote it. Still live with courage, you're doing a service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brush strokes. Cutthroat from the low, where no love goes. Women buddy like it's been that. When me looking at the bill stack. Off the bubbly buddy, I've been stressed out. Let the smoke scream from my chest out. Laced up, I really hate love from a stranger. Shit is fake stuff, only need it from you. Yeah. Crash land in the palm of my hand. Bad little flex, wanna play by the coast. Carry the torch, I'm way up, it's litty wherever we float. I came from the cold, used to rest on the floor and stitch up my wounds, was born a soldier. Flipping the struggle, I'm taking it worldwide. Hold it down when you talk to me. Say it is what it's supposed to be. Say it loud, but I mean it too, yeah. Talk that good when you talk to me. Say it nice and I give it to you. You know my word is bond, yeah. What we on now is wild shit trip. Life is lit, take a breath. That's it. Now it's wild shit a trip. Life is litty, the gift. Chime in. I don't really lack nothing. Drip black fish, hit the splash button. Landlocked, too bad for him. And they liable to talk, but it's mad rubbish. It don't mean nothing. From the sword, trying to make it to the top floor. But the penthouse, pin game, something mad yucks, bros. No sleeping, been a task rabbit, been a lab addict. The chief of the tribe I put on for my village. Used to be local, I'm taking it global. Sharp with the focus, she catching emotion. Treat that holistic, I give it a physics. Fuck your opinion, just did a show, only spit raw material. I'm independent, I'm in the building. Look what we built it, it feel like no ceiling. We taking it worldwide. Hold it down when you talk to me. Say it is what it's supposed to be. Say it loud, but I mean it too, yeah.
Right guys, so there you have it, my 1 year transformation. So if I had any advice for someone who's looking to make a transformation or looking to get into training and make that change and sees themselves 1 year down the line, the main thing is consistency, discipline, and just working really hard. There's literally no time for excuses. You just got to make sure you pull your socks up, get in the gym, do your work, eat properly. Like I said, structure it, make sure that you're logging your workouts, know exactly what you're doing, see your progression, so don't just estimate whether you're getting better or not. Write it down, what you did in one session, know what you're going to do in the next session, because then that way you can really monitor whether you're actually getting stronger. And when it comes to your nutrition, just make sure you're eating clean, eating a lot of protein in order to grow, also getting the necessary amounts of the other macros, of course. So yeah, just make sure you're eating well enough so that you can support your training. Guys, if you enjoyed seeing this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like I always say, there's going to be plenty more videos to come, so you do not want to miss out. Smash the like button if you're impressed by my 1 year transformation, and comment down below what video you want to see on this channel next, and I'll see you all in the next video.